Here's a number that should make every business sit up. $50 trillion. That's how much ESG-focused investments are expected to reach this year. That's over a third of global assets under management. And companies with strong ESG scores, they're valued up to 23% higher than their peers. ESG isn't just a nice to have anymore. It's a business survival strategy. And that got me thinking about how we, as risk professionals, approach ESG. For those of you who know me, you know I love having a plan. I plan every detail down to the minute because uncertainty just freaks me out. Maybe that's why risk management found me. So of course, I had today's episode planned out too. But then I attended the IRMSA Annual Risk Conference. And wow! From IFRIMA with a keynote by President Frank Baron to heavyweight risk legend Alex Sidorenko and our very own Bruce Whitfield, this conference was nothing short of amazing. There are far too many highlights to cover in just 5 minutes, and honestly, I expected nothing less from a risk conference. But one topic that really stood out for me, sustainability, and specifically ESG risk. Confession, I'm putting my hand up here. I'm guilty. Working in financial services, ESG doesn't immediately come to mind as something that keeps me awake at night. Maybe because we're already heavily regulated. And when I think ESG, I picture sectors like mining or manufacturing. But here's the truth. ESG is so much bigger than that. So, with that very long introduction, welcome back Mzansi to another episode of Risk Roots, your 5-minute podcast where we make risk relatable. So let's jump into it. What is ESG? This stands for environmental, social, and governance. These are the risks your company faces around how it impacts the planet, people, and how it's governed. So why the focus on ESG? Is it because it's the right thing to do, which it absolutely is? Or is it because the climate crisis is real? Global warming isn't a textbook concept anymore. We feel it in our summers and our winters. But ESG isn't just about the environment. What about social and governance risks? Bringing it home, South Africa has the highest inequality gap in the world, from the richest to the poorest. How do we bridge that? And governance? Well, hello Steinhoff, hopefully for the last time. So what can you do? Here are 5 practical steps you can start implementing in your organization today with real-life examples. First, map your ESG risks. Conduct an ESG risk assessment. Identify where your business impacts the environment, society, and governance. A bank may discover its biggest ESG risk isn't carbon emissions, but lending to companies with poor labor practices. Number 2, set measurable ESG goals. Define clear targets like reducing carbon emissions by an X percentage or improving gender diversity in leadership by Y%. Make it real. Retailers like Checkers, Woolworths, what's your percentage of products that are sourced locally to support small businesses and reduce inequality? 3, embed ESG into strategy and decision making. Integrate ESG into procurement, investment decisions, and risk appetite statements. Before approving a new supplier, check if they comply with fair labor standards and environmental regulations. You're part of the chain too. 4, drive social impact initiatives. Go beyond compliance. Create programs that make a real difference in communities. The Bottle Caps for Wheelchairs initiative is an example of this. Collecting plastic bottle caps and bread tags to fund wheelchairs for people in need. It's simple, low cost, and high impact, and it turns waste into mobility. Think about how much of bottled water your company goes through on a daily, weekly, even monthly basis. Last but certainly not least, report transparently and consistently. Use recognized reporting standards and share the progress, even if you're not perfect. Publish your annual ESG reports, showing both achievements and areas of improvement. This builds trust. To wrap up, as we've gone over our 5 minutes, ESG isn't just a compliance trend. It's about resilience, reputation, and responsibility. And if we as risk professionals don't lead the conversation, who will? That's it for today. Thank you for tuning in.